Good morning. Can we get the panel up here, please?
How can you have a meeting without panelists?
We have two beautiful women and David Tran.
I'm the handsome guy.
You should have put David in the middle.
Okay, I'll sit in the middle.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
Just for the camera.
Nice, David. Thank you. For the extended.
You're such a ham.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce today's panel. We have Maria Howard, Old Republic Home Protection, Yanita Wu, Home Warranty of America, and David Tran, HomeGuard HomeWarranty. Let's give them a round of applause. At this time, I'd like to give them about a minute to discuss and introduce themselves and tell them a little bit about themselves. Maria, started.
Oh, well, good morning, everybody. I'm a little hyper and amped, probably because I ran the LA Marathon on Sunday, and I'm still like, number 7 for me. So excited. So I was calculating yesterday, I thought I'd been in the business 33 years, but wow. Actually, I've been in the real estate community for 37 years. As you can see by my wonderful looks, that I started when I was 2. But anyways, it's been a pleasure. I just transitioned to Old Republic probably about 3 years ago, and prior to that I did natural hazard disclosure, and I was an escrow officer, started back in the 1980s when we used a typewriter and we manually prorated taxes and balance files. Really exciting stuff. But I'm just glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. David.
Yes, sir. Good morning. I don't remember when did I start, but I think I started when I was short and young.
So yes.
And then I'm still short and young. And this morning before the camera, I put on extra makeup. So, but I've been with the industry for a while. I lost track. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Yanita Wu from HomeWarranty of America. And a little bit about me is I have 2 little girls, and actually the birthday is next week, so I'm looking forward, and she's turning 7. I mean, a lot of you guys probably remember me when I was pregnant, 2 times with the kids. I've been in the industry for 21 years and working for the same home warranty company for the last 12 years. And blessed, and thank you again for letting me be here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I forgot to add, I'm still single.
Well, if nothing else, you can tell we're going to have an entertaining panel. Okay, first question, Maria. Can a home inspection report help a claim if it has been denied, or can it hurt a claim?
Yes and no. It can support your allegations when you've called in for a claim and it's been denied by your home warranty company. If at the time it was working and it was in good condition and you took the extra steps to get additional an HVAC technician or a plumber, and you did camera scoping, all those little extra things that help support why it was working prior to close of escrow. The other thing is, if you omit and forget, the home inspector did make a notation that the item wasn't working, and there he addresses the things that need to be addressed, and you submit that home inspection and we review it, we will know that it was not in good working order during the time of inspection and even prior to close of escrow. So it's kind of like a yes/no question, answer I should say.
Thank you. David, I'm writing an offer. What should I put down for home warranty and how much?
Actually, before you write down anything, you got to have a little bit idea what kind of property you're dealing with. Because most home warranty, they base their pricing on the configuration of the property. And the most common configuration that we have now in the market every day is single family home, less than 5,000 square feet. And condominium, duplex, triplex, fourplex, multiple units. You got to understand which type of property you're dealing with before you even think about the pricing. because some homes, has more different configuration than others. Like for example, somebody called me up, said, I have a 3 units. I need to know, is that a 1 roof 3 units considered triplex, or is that 3 separate properties on the same lot? Because the pricing changed due to the configuration of the property. And sometimes people, they say, I have a property, but the front house is a store. That's considered a mixed-use property, so the configuration is different. And the coverage is very different, so you have to give us the more detail about that. However, keep in mind, all home warranty plans are designed for residential dwellings only, no commercial use, no shop or store or warehouse. And then if your property has a guest house, what they call pool house, storage building, mixed-use property, even what they call that detached garage conversion, bring it up so that we can discuss it, so that we can tell you whether we can cover those or not to cover those. And also the base price is, they vary from one company to another. There are different base prices and there are different options available, so you need to check with your home warranty rep to get the correct prices. But in doubt, always use your favorite calculator. It's called guesstimate. You can do it at the weekend, you can do it at night before you call me. Always guesstimate a little bit higher than the price that you think, because you don't want to be cornered after you open escrow.
Questions at the end?
Okay.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Yanita,
Yes.
what is a home warranty?
So for you guys that don't know, home warranty is basically usually a year, like a 12 months of coverage. So during that time, if your plumbing, your electrical, your water heater has an issue, the home warranty will come in and fix the item due to the normal wear and tear. So it's a 12 years contract, just for protection, for peace of mind for the buyers to have.
Thank you. Maria, why does a homeowner have to pay a TCF?
Oh, a trade call fee. It's their deductible. It's like any insurance coverage that you utilize, whether that's healthcare, car insurance, your medical, you all have deductibles with your carriers. So the trade call fee varies. I think we're pretty much all the same at this point, aren't we?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think most home warranty companies usually keep that trade call pretty unison across the board. But yes, that's what a TCF, that's trade call fee.
Can I add to that?
Yes.
Thank you. Actually, I got a call yesterday. The real estate agent wasn't aware that we had to charge a deductible, and I had to explain to her, this is like any insurance product. There's a co-payment. Sometimes you can call it a trade call fee for a home warranty. In insurance, it's called deductible. Sometimes you can call co-payment, service fee, whatever it is. One of the reasons we have that is to prevent abuse. Because if people knows that they don't have to pay a trade call fee, they call us 24 hours for all kinds of, like changing a light bulb and stuff like that, so it's kind of abusive. The trade call fee varies from one company to another, so find out what your deductible is before you file a claim.
Thank you. David, do I need a home inspection to purchase a home warranty?
The short answer is no, and the long answer is still no, but okay, a property inspection is highly recommended from a consumer protection standpoint because it benefits the consumer. The home warranty report, home inspection report, actually it's a disclosure report. Okay, that sometimes is very useful to help us to determine a cover condition of an item prior to the transfer of ownership. As you know, that most home inspection was done prior to the close of escrow. So if there's anything that brought up, hopefully we'll get your buyers and sellers' attention, we'll get that corrected. The home inspection report can be a valuable tool that can help the home warranty company to clarify the two big, what they call qualifying questions regarding every claim. Number one is the item fail as a result of pre-existing condition, or is it fail as a result of normal wear and tear? So these two questions, sometimes it's not easy to answer, but the home inspection report can help us to clarify that, hopefully. And the home inspection report also help the authorizer to make sense of any conflicting claims, because when the buyer called, they said the dishwasher is broken, and then the home inspection report says otherwise. So, but we have to clarify all these things before we can proceed. Here's my advice to all the buyers: read the report. Read any negative remarks on the report twice. You pay for the report, you own the problem if you don't read it.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Yanita, what happens if I sell my house while the warranty is in effect?
I'm sorry, say it again?
What happens if I sell my house while the warranty is still in effect?
What you can do, pretty much you could do an extension. So usually if the sellers purchase the home warranty for that 1 year period of time, and maybe they decided 6 months later down the line they want to sell it again, they could do a contract extension. So basically they could transfer the contract, the remaining 6 months, to the new buyers, or what they can do is extend it for another year again to the new buyers. So they could have a full policy for another year for the buyers. It's pretty easy, but just let us know ahead of time, because we need to do a proration on the amount based on the closing date. So we go day by day, right? So then if the closing day coming up in May 12th, so let us know so we could get it prorated and then we could send it to the new buyers.
Thank you. Maria?
Yeah.
Are optional coverages important to add to a policy, and if so, why?
Absolutely. All the home warranty companies have different types of plans, and they're called different names, depending on the company you're working with. Each of these packages encumbers certain coverages and amenities in the home. So not everything is covered. Like washer and dryer could be an added option to coverage. Pool and spa could be an added option. Fountains, septic tanks, well pumps, ornamental fountains. These things are optional coverages. They're not in the bundle packages that the home warranty has created on their pamphlets. So whatever company you're working with, make sure you know what those packages are, what they covered, and what options need to be added so that you don't come up short at a closing, or a homeowner calls in and discovers he doesn't have roof coverage and he has AC coverage and the home doesn't have AC. That's not a good thing. So read those, make sure that you get the pamphlets, look through them, and if you have any questions regarding the coverages and the exclusions, contact your local representative that you are working with. They are always willing to help you to get clarification.
Thank you. David?
Yes, sir.
Do home warranty companies pre-inspect the property before you issue the policy?
The answer is no. The reason for it is twofold. Number one is most homes sold these days, they have some sort of home inspection. Hopefully, it's a legitimate inspection. Number two is it's kind of redundant for us to send a home inspector to inspect everything on the house twice, because they already had some kind of a home inspection done. And also, it's very cost prohibitive because, these days, home inspection costs about $300, $400, $500. So nobody wants to pay it twice to get that inspection done. However, it doesn't mean that we don't look into the inspection report, because it's, like I said before, it's a tool that can help us to determine or clarify a claim. So what happened is, when you file a claim, we actually send a technician to what they call inspect the cover item, and at the site on that item only, and we determine whether it's a pre-existing condition or normal wear and tear, because we need the technician to answer 5 questions: what's wrong, how it was broken, how long it's been broken, what does it take to fix it, and how much. So based on those information, it's pretty much like inspection of the cover condition. And in general, the home warranty plan requires all cover items must be in place and operable prior to the purchase of the property. So we don't need to do the additional inspection to answer that question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I add something, Richard?
Sure, go ahead.
I just want to tell you a story. So I had a claim, and I hadn't had one of those scary claims, but this one was pretty catastrophic. about a year ago, we had coverage, and they called in for a plumbing that was outside of the main foundation, and our coverage does go outside the main foundation. And apparently, where it was located, it wasn't easy accessible. We had to get, the homeowner had to get somebody to come and excavate. So that was an out-of-pocket cost to the homeowner. They excavated, the plumbing inspector went out and rerouted, and the pipe did collapse due to normal wear and tear. It was covered. Our plan limit covers up to a certain amount on that extended pipe leak coverage. However, the amount for that homeowner to get that replaced was more than our coverage. It was $26,000. So what could that homeowner have done prior? Well, like what David has been indicating about home inspections, there are other steps that you can take to protect yourself and your client. And that is camera scoping for plumbing, and that's sewer inspections. Those are really critical because the #1 claim in home warranty is plumbing. Those are the hidden numbers that nobody can see and it's not visible to the eye. So I would recommend that to your homeowner. If they decline, that's totally up to them. But again, you've made the recommendation as a professional of what you would do to prevent anything that is hidden to them and possibly costly to them after the closed escrow.
Can I add something real quick?
Yeah.
Just to clarify, most general home protection plans only cover plumbing system within the foundation and above ground. Normally, it does not cover outside the foundation and underground. However, some company offer option, they call extended pipe leak or additional pipe leak, whatever, that will extend to the outside, but with a lot of restrictions. You need to read the paragraph to understand it. If you don't, talk to your rep to get more clarification on that. And regarding that homeowner that she had, with that sticker shock, it happens quite a lot. But sometimes you can prevent it, sometimes you can't, because how do you know that the sewer line underground is gonna burst or something like that? It's just a matter of luck.
Thank you. Yanita, how do I transfer coverage to a new buyer?
So when you transfer, for example, if you do have a listing coverage, usually that listing, we keep it up to 6 months or up to a year. But right now, like every houses, I think it'd be sell like before then, right? So if you have a listing coverage, what you want to do, you want to let us know when the buyer coming in, so then we could be able to put the buyer's name included, and then who is the escrow company or the title company, and then we also put in the new closing date. So when you have a listing coverage, make sure you let your buyers know that you already have a home warranty in place, and then we would transfer that to the buyers. But if you have like a buyer's coverage, then you just buy like a brand new package. What you want to do, you definitely want to let your rep know that you have a new home warranty, because each one of us have a territory, so we're all different, and then we go based by the zip code where the agent is located. So sometimes, like even though you're here in the San Gabriel Valley and maybe your realtor is in Orange County and then their TC or maybe their listing agent purchased the home warranty, and then that will change the rep for you, right? Because you will not know and we will not know until it closes. The only time like we know when basically you call us and say, we have a claim, and then we found out that it's actually purchased by the listing agent. And also talking about earlier about the amount of the home warranty, you also want to make sure that sometimes the other side of the agent that does not know what kind of coverage that you want. So it's best for you to actually order it yourself if you are the person that choose the home warranty itself. So then you make you have the coverage that you wanted. You want to make sure everything is good. And then if you have a claim and things like that, we as a rep could be able to help you as well with your buyers. Just want to make sure your name is attached there, and then we could be able to take care of your client as well. Because the person that usually get the information will be you, right? So if the other side of that person that order it is going to be the wrong agent as well. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I just want to, what Yanita said is absolutely correct. Those real estate purchase contracts are your protection. If you omit things, those are possible potential litigation matters for you. Those RPAs, you want to make sure that you put in the right coverage. Don't put seller's choice. Don't put not to exceed, and don't check the boxes. Like I ordered a plan a couple of days ago, and they sent me the RPA. I placed the order. I get a call back and saying the house doesn't have air conditioning, yet they marked air conditioning. So I had to amend the confirmation. The other one is they forgot to add a certain type of coverage and they didn't check it, or they didn't order the right kind of plan. Those, you must fill them out. Be as explicit, as detailed as possible. Put the name of the company you are going to work with and put the representative. Because like Yanita said, if somebody opens it up from another end, sometimes it's ordered and the other rep gets credit, and then when you call us for help, it's kind of like it's very difficult for us because now it's the other rep is going to be interacting on your behalf. So you want to make sure, cross those T's, dot those I's, get a confirmation copy, make sure everybody in the transaction is named and everybody gets a copy. That is really super important.
Thank you.
Can I add something real quick? You know, I've seen what they call the purchase contract in the probation for home warranty. I guess somebody hastily tried to guesstimate and they couldn't remember the name of my company, so they put Candyman, David Tran or whatever. You know, I seen that. I mean, I actually seen that. I mean, I don't know why they put Candyman on there. But like I said, one can
So
only
sweet.
one can only make so much. One can only make so good a decision based on available information. So when you're out in the field and you had to come up some answer and you're not sure, use your best guesstimate because you get what you pay for. That's all. You know, I have people they put in not to exceed certain amount, and they could only get the cheapest plan, but they couldn't get any other thing because it was constrained by the contract. So there's nothing you can do about that.
Thank you. Maria,
Yeah.
do all home warranties have limitations to coverage? And if so, what?
Yes, every home warranty has their own, on the back or inside their pamphlet, depending on where it's located. Ours is in the back, and it does have limitations to liability. Those are really important to read, because again, it's protecting you and it's protecting the company. Also, we also have a page that says things you need to know, home warranty. All of us here up here, Yanita, David, we've all been in this business for a very long time. You know, we're here to help you. We're not, you know, against you, and when claims get denied, we do our very best to help in any way we can. We want to make sure that we keep you in good standing with your clients because we know that those businesses for you are referral bases. So again, make sure you read the fine print on all your home warranty plans. Do not read them. It's really, really important.
Actually, that's a high order. Do you know how many pages is our brochure? I mean, the contract is almost like 6 pages with every company. You know, nobody does take the time to read it, but at least you can do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
If you don't read it, call your rep, ask a straight question. Just shoot straight. Ask me the question, what does it cover, doesn't cover. I'll take my time to explain to you, and that's the service I provide.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
And David,
Yes.
what are code upgrades and modifications in a home warranty plan, and do I need it?
Do we have half an hour?
I have 5 minutes.
Okay. The most number one misperception of the code upgrade, as you understand, in the last few years, most home warranty companies start to promote what they call code upgrade and modification, but they don't kind of make it very clear what exactly this code upgrade means. And a lot of people just kind of blindly take what I tell you, get the code upgrade plan, that's all. But in reality, the code upgrade, 95% of the time has to do with your hot water heater. This in America, we have a lot of rooms in our house, so most homes have what they call tanked water heater, and not tankless, the tank one. The tank one is still the number one most popular water heater that we have in this country because we have enough space. We don't need those tiny little box, in the garage called tankless water heater. However, if you step back and you look at it, The hot water heater is actually, in every home, can be a potential safety hazard if it was not installed properly or repaired properly. Plumbing safety code should be followed every time when you install a water heater and you also for repair. Code upgrade features in a home warranty plan mostly address the extra costs associated with the replacement of an old water heater, and to comply with the plumbing safety code in California. Most plumbers, they comply with what they call the California's plumbing code. And these common codes include upgrade items such as earthquake strip, water pressure regulator, pans and drains, pressure and temperature valve, sediment trap, venting. Check with your home warranty plan and see if not some or most of these items are included in their what they call upgrade plan, because plan vary from one plan to another. Modification, sometimes you see the word modification. What that means is, if I take out your old water heater and put in a new one, imagine most water heater has a life expectancy 10 to 20 years. And when I take it out, the new one may not be the same size. It may be larger, bigger, taller. Some of the existing gas line, plumbing line, electric wire may not be adequate for the new unit, so they have to be modified. Some companies do not cover modification, some companies do, so check with the plan that you're getting. And also some plumbing work, including the replacement of water heater, may require permit. It's kind of silly though. A lot of consumers, they dispute about certain charges by the plumber. They thought it was a scam. But like I said, we only use licensed plumbers. So if they say it's required, we just listen to them. But the plan that you purchase put a limit on how much extra money we're going to spend on your co-upgrade and modification. And when in doubt, follow the licensed plumber's recommendation for safety requirements. Thank you.
So what David was saying, that if, for example, you have a modification, for example, the home warranty gave you for the water heater $1,000, right? But then the modification is not included. So basically, the homeowners still have to pay maybe additional $300 or $400, and the homeowners think like the vendor, like you said, is a scam because they're adding all these extra charges. What the homeowner or the buyer can do is basically cash it out if they felt that the vendor is not doing the right job or they don't want to use that particular vendors. We could actually cash it out. So basically, if the home warranty pay up to $1,000, so the buyers could request the home warranty company to pay them up to that amount and cash it out, and then you could use whoever you want to replace your water heater. But by doing that, it will void that water heater for the lifetime of that contract, which is like 12 months. You will not be able to get any more money or any more repair for that water heater because you're supposed to repair it or replace them. So make sure you do keep a receipt for it, because if you do renew next year, the following year, you want to make sure if a thing's broken again, we do have another budget for that amount again for the water heater, but we want to make sure that you did replace it. Don't use that money to go shopping for your shoes or handbag.
Let me add something. Someone actually disputed with us because they said, well, your company paid overpay for the replacement of water heater. I said, that's silly. She said that I just replaced mine last year. I only spent $800, and she did it by a handyman. Stay away from those, because water heater is like a ticking time bomb in your house if you're not done it properly, because it involves hot water, high pressure, carbon monoxide, electrocution if you are not carefully done it properly. So anytime dealing with plumbing, electrical, heating, air conditioning, always use a licensed plumber. I know sometimes they do like overcharge you a little bit on here and there, but overall the safety is worth it.
I wanted to add a little bit. I took a little extra steps in my business. I love to interview and speak with other vendors in my realm of my sphere of influence. And I've actually sat down with a couple of home inspectors. I would recommend that you would interview a couple. and find out how they inspect and what they do. Read the fine print on home inspections. It's really super important that you do, because they're all different. They all cover different, and they all have different types of liabilities and limitations on their plan, on their report. It's really important to do that. Regarding modifications, again, we're not all the same up here. We all have different features and benefits on our plan. Look at those. I, during the holiday, replaced my sister's dishwasher. I wasn't going through a real estate transaction. I just wanted to give her a nice Christmas gift. I went down to Lowe's to purchase a dishwasher. Guess what? I had to pay for permits on top of the dishwasher, and I had to pay for the code violations. I had to have the actual contractor go to the home, preview where the dishwasher was going to go to make sure that it was all going to hook up properly and that there wasn't any other additional items I need to do in order to install a new dishwasher. And it depends on the city. My sister lives in the city of Los Angeles. So again, every city and county has different regulations. Wherever you're working at, talk to the people that are around you, be the expert in your territory. Thank you.
Thank you. Anita, what items typically covered in a home warranty?
The items that usually typically in a home warranty, depending on the program that you purchase, but usually the water heater, the heating system, your microwave, your range, your oven, your appliances, with not kitchen refrigerator, but your microwave, your range, your oven, your cooktop, anything that is attached to your property that is built in. And also it covers your pest control, it covers your ceiling fan, it covers your water heater. You know, if you buy the upgrade including the air conditioning system, it covers your plumbing, your fixture, your faucet, your shower head, your shower arm. Those interior hose bib is all covered in the home warranty. I mean, the home warranty company is really great to have because it's really for a peace of mind, right? So you're paying a little bit, a small trade call fee depending on what company you use, and then you will be able to get a part and labor. I just had my in-law actually forgot to renew their home warranty, and then they have a faucet problem. It's always happened when you don't renew your home warranty, you forgot about it, and then bam, things happen, right? And it takes them $1,000 just to replace their faucet. It was really bad. I mean, if they could just have a home warranty and then they just pay a small trade call fee, everything will be included in the home warranty. So it's a lesson to learn. Make sure that you have the home warranty for the buyers. Even though the sellers maybe did not want to purchase it, maybe it's a good idea for you to let your buyers know that, hey, we do have a home warranty company, and you could give them a choice, and then maybe they could purchase them themselves as well for the home warranty.
Can I add one more?
Right.
Actually, one benefit about home warranty plan that people always overlook is that the hassle of looking for a technician to deal with your problem. If you don't have a home warranty plan, imagine this. Something is happening like plumbing leak, AC fell. Who are you going to call? Your AC always fail on the hottest day. And when you call around, most people, they won't even answer your phone because they're so busy. And then when you finally catch someone who can come up to your home to look at your problem, they charge you a trip fee, and you're dealing with a stranger here. He can give you a price that's so high that you couldn't believe that was possible. And then when you try to get a second opinion, that's another stranger, and you just have to go through all that hassle. The nice thing about home warranty plan is you only one phone call to one company. You don't have to deal with the stranger. We assign the licensed plumber, licensed AC repair. You don't have to worry about that, and you're capped with the trade call fee. You're only responsible for the trade call fee. And the nice thing about it is because you don't have to deal with all these different estimates, whether how much you overpay or underpay, whatever. So that's one of the benefits that people don't even talk about much. But they start to understand that when they don't, they lose their home warranty program, and then they have a high cost of estimate to deal with.
Yeah, it's they say it's a good loss mitigation tool. You don't want your client coming back to you and doing a commissionectomy. So, get a home warranty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to open it up for questions. You had a question, sir.
I had a question. When he was talking about the cost depends on what type of property it is. I ran into a problem recently where the tax record said that the property was a duplex. It was actually 2 separate units. But on the tax records, it shows that it's a duplex, is what happens. Because I ran into problems with that with the insurance company. The insurance company didn't want to insure the property. The regular insurance company didn't want to insure it because, well, they said the tax records call it a duplex, but you're telling me that it's 2 individual units, and I said, yes.
David?
I deal with that problem every day. People don't give me all the information I need. Sometimes they order one, it looks like a single family home, and then when I turn around and look at the Google map, it looks like 3 units. So I had to call them and clarify. And, you know, I mean, it's not an exact science, but there are a couple of tools that are very useful. You can Google it, Google the address. Sometimes the description will tell you this is a condo or is it a multiple. They don't usually they don't put down like duplex, but sometimes they do. But sometimes, most of the time, they put multiple units. And if it says multiple unit, you still need to go a little bit deeper. And another tool to use is called Google Map, the satellite map. When you look at the satellite map, it's the overview from the top, and you can see how many roofs there, and you can start ask questions. Sometimes I even go as far as the extreme to go to the property and start peeking into that house, but I get really nervous when somebody say, are you peeking through my bathroom or something? Okay, I'm not peeking.
Why are you going through the bathroom?
No, I'm trying to find out, is that an attached unit or detached unit? I didn't want to walk all the way into the unit to look at it, but I try to get as much information so I can determine the price.
I guess what I'm asking is what takes precedence, the tax records or?
Okay, for us, I can't answer for them, but for us, the questions that I ask are, they share the same common walls? Are they under one roof? If it is, it's classified to home warranty to us, a duplex, triplex, or fourplex. We don't get into the permits. We don't get into classifications. If it's a mixed-use property, that I have to know about because that's a little different. When you have a residence attached in front or behind a commercial property, they're going to be sharing plumbing. So that changes the ramifications. But if they share the same common wall and they're under one roof, for us, it's a duplex or triplex.
Okay, it still doesn't answer my question, which takes priority, the tax records? Because the tax records are wrong. I mean, but that's what the insurance company that I went to.
But that's something you'd have to take up with the assessor's office.
Your tax record is not is inconclusive. It's not doesn't give you a lot of information.
Right.
However, we do look at the building. You know, for as long as one roof, one unit, that's a single family. But you know, we're living in the real world. It's hard to dissect this kind of. You need to use a lot of analytical skill to find out. In Irvine, they call every home single family, yet they have association. Go figure.
So that's why, like, the agent itself, like, or when you do a home inspection, right, you actually could see if it like 1 building or 2 building. That's why you let the rep know and then have yourself be ordered a home warranty. I have a situation last month that the escrow told me that it's a duplex. But then I was wondering, why did they put so much budget in their RPA? So I called the agent and found out it was actually a 10 units. So that is totally different story. From 2 units duplex becoming 10 units commercial, right? So that's why we wonder, like, why this RPA put in so much budget. It's because the escrow company sometimes don't know. They don't look at the property just like us. We don't look at the property. It's the agent that knows about it. So that's why it's best for you to order the home warranty to the rep directly. So we have a better knowledge and you want to place it correctly.
And here's a tough question for you. If you order as a single family home and it turns out to be a duplex, so we have to adjust the price. And if you're short, you have to pay the difference of the premium as well as the deductible before we can cover it.
Yes.
Okay, David.
Yes.
Say that the water heater, okay, if the seller or the company of the warranty change the water heater to tenant's water heater, then will they cover? I mean, it was a water tank when they buy it, and then it become a tenant.
Okay.
Are you warranty?
If the property has a policy with us from the beginning, at the close of escrow, the home has a tank water heater.
Yeah.
And then later on, we do cover a tank water heater. So later on, when it fails, you file a claim. And then we look at your tank, how the tank water heater failed. For as long as it meets all the terms and conditions of the policy, we're going to decide, let's say we cover 100%. So we give you a dollar amount. And you said, I prefer to go tankless. Well, we can give you the money and you install your own tank and pay the difference.
Yeah.
You can upgrade.
Giuseppe?
My question was, so the home warranty lasts for a year from the escrow. What's your opinion on renewing the home warranty after that?
And who are you asking?
Anyone?
For the renewal, it's up to the buyers, right? So if the buyers see the value of having a home warranty in their home, they usually tend to renew. The people that don't renew the home warranty, usually those are the people that have a bad experience and then they feel that, well, home warranty is not worth it, then they will not renew. It's really depending on each person. So if they see the value of it, they will. So like my in-law, ever since that incident, they always renew because they felt like they're older, they have a peace of mind, they want to get the vendors that coming in is licensed, they want to make sure that the people that coming in is the legit people, right? They don't want to get anybody from the Yelp because they don't know if that person is right or not. So it's really depending on year per year on it. So some people do have it for 20 years and some people don't, right? So depending on.
Yeah.
To piggyback what Yanita said, they are renewable, but again, it's at the discretion of the home warranty company because there are sometimes we have DNRs, which is a do not renew. Or like all insurance companies, nobody's to give 100% coverage. If we have spent X amount of dollars on a property and it has gone over the loss ratio, more than likely that plan will not be renewed. You again can call your rep to see if she can overturn that, or he, whichever you want to do, but it's not an automatic renewal, just so you know.
Thank you. Last question. Yeah?
Can I answer real
No,
quick?
David, let's move on. Last question. Yeah?
My question is, what is your response time when a client calls for service?
Most companies, they give you a 24 to 48 hour window. What that means is once you file the claim, let's say you file the claim 5 p.m. before we close. Chances are the next day, they will start to process your claim. You have to give a little bit of time. Usually, you got to understand how we dispatch. Once you file the claim, we collect all the information, the contact person's phone number, who's going to pay the deductible, the problem. So we look up the computer by zip code, which company service that area. We assign it to that company, and the company has 24 hours to call your tenant, call your homeowner to set up an appointment. We don't usually get involved with the scheduling because you could have filed the claim 8 o'clock in the morning, we dispatch at 8:10, and the technician call you at 8:20. However, the appointment may be set like next Saturday. So we don't get involved with the appointment, but the response is usually very quick.
What if there's an emergency?
I hate to say this though, most home warranty company, actually we don't really deal with emergency because the definition of emergency is different from one person to another, from one case to another. Most of the time, if you have a plumbing, let's say your water heater burst on a Friday, 5:30, okay, you need to, before you even pick up the phone, you need to do some measure. You need to know how to shut off your water so that you can prevent more damage, and then you can report it, but you have to wait because, look, on a rainy day, every roof is leaking and everyone called their roof leak is emergency. So, we really don't have that. You have to go through the certain process to get service. So it's not like you call, even on the hottest day, you try to call your AC repair. Not very many will be able to show up right away. So, always understand your home, where the gas shut-off valve is, where the water shut-off valve is. If something happened that's significant, you need to take measure to protect yourself.
Last comment, go ahead.
So, and to answer Ian's question and take back on what David said, again, the relationship is critical, who you're working with. If you have something that happens on the weekend, you should be able to call your rep and ask for help. Just so you know, I do pick up my phone. If I have something that is going on and it is something that, like in the summer months, and their air conditioning go out and we have an elderly person that's living in the home is ill, you should call me. I will find a solution for you. So again, the relationship of who you're working with makes a difference on how to help your homeowner. Thank you.
What's your number?
Thank you.
David, and for you, it's 0.
Let's thank this great panel. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, guys.